on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
More upsetting that there's no information left or anything either, just because it is such a bad, it's smashed.
A North Fargo resident is looking for answers after a hit and run left her car undrivable. Thank you for joining us. I'm Krista Boehm. The frustrated driver is looking at what can be done and asking for help in finding the person who destroyed her car. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons has more.
Emily Dawn's vehicle was parked near the corner of 10th Avenue and 7th Street one morning when it was hit by another car. The driver drove off without leaving a note or anything else behind.
They hit it pretty hard, it was pushed up on the curb and stuff too, and pushed in the back of my boyfriend's car.
The vehicle is undrivable. She filled out a report with police who told her the chances of finding the driver is slim, so she's been doing some investigating on her own.
I actually found a piece of a fog light, a front fog light, and I posted a picture of that on Facebook.
This is where the hit and run occurred, and through the use of social media, she's finding out more about who did this.
It's probably from a white Impala, an early 2000s Impala.
Police believe the driver involved with a hit and run usually never comes forward. If you have auto insurance, that's when it should come into play.
If you don't have comp and collision, it's just liability on that vehicle, you may not have coverage to cover a hit and run.
Great North Insurance agent Zach Bosch says you would get the value of your vehicle minus the deductible.
You're not going to be able to get a brand new car. You're going to be able to get whatever your car is worth.
Dawn currently waits for her auto insurance to send an adjuster to look at the damages, but hopes the hit and run driver will come forward. In Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
Great North Insurance says the best way to prevent a hit and run from ever happening is to park in lighted areas or in a driveway or garage. And Emily contacted us about her situation, and if you discover something suspicious, you can call our whistleblower hotline. And we'll work to investigate it. Just call our whistleblower hotline now at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. 3 large fires along with a couple small ones in Glendon had crews busy to contain them before they grew any bigger today. The Glendon Fire Department was called around noon, a half-mile south of Highway 10. A total of 5 fires sparked as the day all between Highway 336 and Highway 9 around the railroad tracks. 3 larger ones were around 3 to 4 acres. The wind helped the flames spread fast, but crews say otherwise there were no issues knocking them out. The Dilworth Fire Department was also dispatched to help. Crews were on scene until around 6 o'clock tonight to monitor the areas. The cause is still being investigated. This is a typical call for firefighters this time of year. Crews also responded in Fargo to a smaller grass fire that sparked along I-29 and 12th Avenue North along the interstate. Cleanup week is coming Monday, but residents won't be able to dispose of their electronics. The city of Fargo gave residents a chance to safely dispose of those unwanted items today. Since items like TVs and computers contain chemicals that aren't safe for the environment, the only way you need to dispose of them properly, and there is no need to worry about identity theft if you have any personal information on the electronics.
Everything is taken apart and recycled as much as it can, and the hard drives are shredded from the computers if you've left it in there.
If you weren't able to drop off your electronics today, don't worry. You can still get rid of those items by bringing them to the Household Hazardous Waste Facility, who does accept them all year long. And Fargo is looking for volunteers for Cleanup Week to help spruce up the community by picking up litter in residential neighborhoods and public spaces. Volunteers can choose an area to clean, collect litter in bags and place them at an intersection or boulevard, and then alert the city about the location of the trash so it can be picked up. If you're interested in helping them out, just contact the Fargo Fire Department. Women are buzzing with interest across the country on a procedure that once was considered taboo. Now locally, women are beginning to outwardly express their own desire. It's a procedure to boost women's confidence and sex lives that hasn't hit our area until now. The idea of vaginal renewal can be an unspoken yet highly desired procedure to bring up in a conversation.
Having babies just completely changes your body. I mean, you know, it's worth it. It definitely is worth it, but it completely changes. So it's nice to know that they have services that can help.
Be sure to watch Valley News Live 10 at 10 on Monday night. Christine Stanwood tells us why more local women are opting for this procedure and what it can do to help them in the bedroom. It's National Drug Take Back Day, where you can take your expired or unused prescription drugs and have them disposed safely. Moorhead Police had 2 collection sites, and in the first hour, they filled 4 boxes of unused prescriptions. Last year, they collected more than 100 pounds of medicine on Drug Take Back Day. The Drug Enforcement Agency says Americans turned in 350 tons of prescription drugs last year alone. The Take Back program is anonymous and free, and it helps keep prescription drugs out of the wrong hands. If you missed today's special drop-off locations, area police departments do accept unwanted medications during regular business hours.